Welcome to the Mystic Fool. I'm Martin Worth, and this is the Mystic Fool.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the importance of routine. Back my generation, we threw out a lot of traditions. We threw out a lot of things that seemed to be a construct. But there's a new energy coming through. There are new energies coming through. And of those energies, there seems to be a returning to an order of some type or another. So routine, what's it about? Going to work every day and coming home is a routine. That's not the kind of routine that I'm talking about. I'm talking about having what, you might call a bit of quiet time. Whether you go for a walk, whether you sit quietly somewhere without your phone, hopefully. Yeah. A friend of mine once said that the conjunction, whatever a conjunction is, but more of that later, that the conjunction would occur in 2023. And we're nearly at the end of 2023. And I don't see any conjunction. Then I wonder, in the work that I do in spirit, I know that our reality is based on a very narrow perception from our own point of view. A little bit like looking at the world through a pinhole sometimes. I've had a client once who, I guess in the work that I do when I'm healing people, we change the past in the present for the future. So I might go to an event where something occurred, whether it's in this life, a previous life, or down the ancestral line, that's caused an imprint, that's caused some negative energy. And we go to that place and we remove that energy, that negative energy. It's called looping it back on itself. So it no longer travels forward in time. Those negative feelings that you had when you got a smack around the head or something, whatever it might be, had a traumatic experience. Yeah. But then we create a new reality. How is it that you would have wanted it to be? It doesn't mean we change the whole thing around necessarily. It can sometimes be just an attitudinal change on a past experience. Yeah. So I had a client once who went down the ancestral line to the grandparents, and in this particular dimension of time, the grandparents were having quite a tumultuous marriage, and this energy had come down the ancestral line to the mother and to the client. And so we blew off that energy of the old situation where grandma and granddad were having a tough time and not a happy marriage, and recreated it in such a way that they were happy within themselves. And I'm really just giving you an overview here. But what happened, which was quite interesting, was when the client went home and told his mother of the session, and that, when grandma and granddad were arguing all the time, and, blah, blah, blah. And the mother said, no, grandma and granddad never argued all the time. They had a lovely relationship. And you know, at first you may doubt the validity of that session. But then the deeper thinking is, if we do go back in time in spirit and change something, and we do it properly, effectively, it's going to change everything that happened as a result of that thing happening. So yeah, if you were to go back in time and change a childhood memory from a negative to a positive, and you did it effectively, you wouldn't know that you'd changed it, because the new energy would be there and the old energy wouldn't. Interesting thought. Had another client who made some significant changes in her session on a couple of occasions. And on both occasions realised that the change that we had made in the present day was the reason why she had made choices over the last 3 or 4 years, which led to her being in a much better place than she was at the beginning of those years. And it was like an aha moment. Wow, I've just realised in having changed what we changed today, that's why I made the decision 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, to do this. Sounds bizarre. And why am I saying this? Because, you know, if there had been a conjunction occurred sometime in 2023, would we know? The same people are around. The same situations are around. But has life gotten better for you? Or has life gotten worse over 2023? Because the conjunction is about the coming together and then the separating of the, I'll use the word negative and positive aspects of ourself. And if there had been a conjunction that occurred in 2023, certainly would explain the shifts in energies that we are feeling, for better or for worse. Hopefully for better. I think largely the change is for the better. Those who struggle against the change will find difficulties. So if you're experiencing difficulties, routine is the key. Get into a routine where you have a little bit of time to yourself. Like I said, whether you're walking, having some quiet time, sitting, getting up early, listening to the birds, doesn't matter. Because in this age, in this time, we need to tune in. Not just once, not just twice, but I think Spirit is demanding that we tune in on a daily basis. And you don't need to be sitting there in the lotus position, omming away. You can be taking the dog for a walk. But do it without your phone on. Well, you can have your phone in your pocket if you need it. Do it without texting as you walk. Do it without having your earbuds in and listening to some music that's distracting you from the reality of your actual experience. Because the new energies that are coming through at the moment, and we're heading towards the summer solstice on the 21st of December. And the solstice is a very important time. Yeah, but more of that later too. So, routine is important. Get yourself a routine. Listen to your own thoughts. Listen to your own heart. You know, the truth has a ring to it. And if this ring's true for you on one level or another, maybe you're feeling, hey, I don't know how to do that. Maybe you're feeling, yeah, that's exactly it. Maybe you're saying, hey, this is cool because that's what I've been doing. I've been led intuitively towards having some sort of a routine of stillness in my life. Yeah, if this ring's true for you and you're not sure how to create that stillness, then look, send me an email. I'm happy to help. Or put a comment in. And if you do resonate with this and you have been creating a routine for yourself, then let me know. I'd be keen to hear your feedback. So yeah, the Mystic Fool's been on a bit of a holiday for the last month or so. Because I guess the Mystic Fool's been going through some changes and some new energies coming in. Yeah, there's a sense of freedom coming through, brothers and sisters. And this sense of freedom is calling you to act, calling you to center yourself, to go within to that place where you are the stillness that creates reality. Yeah, more of that in the next episode. See ya.